Hey guys, in this month's Historical Fiction 101, I'm going to be sharing with you some upcoming releases between January and June of 2018. So let's get going with this video, you guys. I have 15 books here that I managed to find. All of these are going to be released somewhere between January and June of this year, 2018. All historical fiction related, obviously. So let's get going. A lot of these sound very, very thrilling and exciting. A lot of these I really want to get. I think I want to get all of these for the most part, to be quite honest. And as always, I shall be looking at my notes to help this video go by much, much quicker. So the first recommendation that I have here is A Treacherous Curse by Deanna Raybourn, and this is book 3 in the Veronica Speedwell series, taking place in the Victorian era. And I've only read the first book in this series. I really enjoyed it, though. I need to get the second book. I obviously need to get this third book. But in this third particular book, it sounds like Veronica and her male protagonist, they're going to be going on some sort of Egyptian expedition, but it seems like it's a very controversial Egyptian expedition for whatever reason, and there's a bunch of disappearances, maybe some murder, and a curse. You can't go to Egypt without a curse in historical fiction. My next recommendation, As Bright as Heaven by Susan Meisner, I think is how her name is pronounced. And this is actually a book that I just recently won on a Goodreads giveaway, so I'm probably going to read this relatively soon in the future since it's being released early in the year. And this book takes place in 1918 Philadelphia, about a family who is kind of just arriving to Philadelphia as the Spanish flu hits, so And yeah, they end up taking in an orphaned baby. I'm assuming this orphaned baby, its parents have died from the Spanish flu. And yeah, this family, they're just dealing with tragedy and the challenges of, I guess, you know, living this time period in Philadelphia, plus the Spanish flu. So it sounds really good, though. Death Below Stairs by Jennifer Ashley. Seriously, this book sounds like Downton Abbey, almost, but like murder and mayhem and mystery. And this is a first book in a series. The series is being called The Cat Holloway Mysteries. And it's about this young woman named Cat. She arrives at Mayfair Mansion as the new cook. But yeah, of course, things start happening in a mystery, as always. And she finds herself on the trail of a mysterious murder after her arrival. And yeah, I definitely gotta pick this up. It sounds really good. I love anything that's sort of Downton Abbey-esque. Next, The Gods of Howell Mountain by Taylor Brown. And this takes place in 1950s North Carolina. It follows a bootlegger named Rory Dockery through a world of folk killers, whiskey runners, and family secrets. I Was Anastasia by Ariel Lawhon, and this takes place in Germany in 1920. It follows a woman who is pulled shivering from a canal in Berlin, claiming to be the Grand Duchess Anastasia Romanoff. And yeah, this is the story of Anna Anderson, who claimed to be Anastasia Romanoff. And yeah, this is definitely one of my most anticipated books of the upcoming year. I definitely plan on grabbing this as soon as it comes out. Impossible Saints by Clarissa Harewood. This takes place in England, 1907. It follows a former village schoolmistress who seeks to change other women's lives by advocating for the vote and for free unions and contraception. So yeah, this sounds like it's going to be the big feminist book of the year, if you will. Next, we have Jane Seymour, The Haunted Queen by Alison Weir. And this is book 3 in Alison Weir's Tudor Queens series. Previously, Catherine of Aragon and Anne Boleyn had been released. So yeah, we finally arrived at Jane Seymour. I haven't even started this series yet. I'm dying to, though. I love Alison Weir. And yeah, this book is about wife 3 of King Henry VIII, you guys. And next we have My Dear Hamilton by Stephanie Dray and Laura Kamoe. And this follows the wife of Alexander Hamilton, Eliza Schuyler. So yeah, we're taking place, I'm guessing, before, during, and after the American Revolution. And yeah, I previously read America's First Daughter by these two authors. I loved it. Definitely can't wait to get my hands on this book as well. Next, Song of a Captive Bird by Jasmine Darznik. This takes place in 1950s Iran. It's the story of the female poet. I'm going to butcher this name, you guys. It's about the female poet Farrokhzad. I definitely just butchered her name. I'm very, very sorry, you guys. Either way, it's about this very famous female poet from Iran. And it's her journey as she's trying to find her voice in a disapproving, oppressive society. And yeah, that sounds really good, you guys. The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. And this is another book that I just recently won on a Goodreads giveaway, so I gotta read this immediately too since it's being released early in the year. This takes place in 1950s Vermont at a boarding school for troublesome teenage girls. Yeah, the school might possibly be haunted, it sounds like. And so it takes place in the 1950s, it sounds like, but it also sounds like it takes place in 2014 following a journalist who is dealing with the death of her sister, and yeah, somehow I guess this ties into the boarding school, and yeah, she's trying to uncover the mysteries of this boarding school, so I'm assuming it's going to take her back to the 1950s. There's going to be some mystery from the 1950s that she's trying to solve. The English Wife by Lauren Willig. This takes place in 1800s England. It's about a woman trying to unravel the disappearance of her sister and the murder of her brother-in-law. And she starts to question everything she thought she knew about them. So family secrets, you guys, family secrets. And I adore Lauren Willig, so I can't wait to get this. The Girls in the Picture by Melanie Benjamin. And this takes place in 1914 Hollywood. And it follows two superstars of the era, actress Frances Marion and Mary Pickford, and their rise to stardom. The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock by Imogen Hermes Gower. I love the title of this, you guys. The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock. And the plot summary for this is very strange because I'm not quite sure how a mermaid exactly fits into it. It sounds like the mermaid is just a very small bit of the story, but I don't know. Maybe it's more. I don't know. But yeah, it says it takes place in London, 1785, and it follows a merchant who falls in love with a beautiful courtesan after he has had a chance encounter with a mermaid. So yeah, I don't know, something about that sounds really intriguing. I like maybe historical magical realism. The Winter Station by Jody Shields, and this takes place in 1910 Russia, follows an aristocratic doctor who races to contain a deadly plague before it spreads to the rest of the world. Ooh, that sounds good. And the last recommendation I have here, Trouble in the Water by Jacqueline Friedland. This is set 20 years before the Civil War in Charleston, South Carolina, and a young woman's family has fallen into debt. She's sent away to America to live off the charity of a family friend, and it's during this time in America that she begins to discover the abolitionist movement and the importance of the Underground Railroad. So that's it for all of these books, you guys. Like I said, I only had 15 books here. There's many more books coming out in the historical fiction genre. So have I left any out? Are there any particular releases that you guys are looking forward to that I need to go check out and add to my list? So you guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye guys.